Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Bulls of Rio de Janeiro. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys doing enough to stay in the conversation, 4-3 through 7 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys back home following their international trip a week ago. So we'll see if all that traveling has any lingering effects going forward.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that. But he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
You look at this defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 75 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On play action, Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's McLeod. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They got another first down. Allen to throw once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McLeod. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. To the air, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Look at this Buffalo defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Genty. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Bills' 7-yard line.
Now a toss left side, Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ashton Genty hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulls respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And it's going to be stepped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Allen. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up forward.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
The Bulls offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of the season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 25-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with second down and less than a yard.
White Tony, here we go. 18, okay. Hey, check on move, check on move.
Now Stroud.
Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Now he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
To kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo. Offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLeod. He'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
On play action, Allen. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack it back right around the 44. Walter Nolan busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Allen now looks to throw. Throwing no, but it's incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And that one hits at the 7 to bounce into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Bulls offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A game there of 30 big ones.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone would come free.
Stroud out of the gun here. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Another Rio. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the give, Genty. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 9.
Oh, ready? 19. What's that? 19 Texas.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll and his drive continues to plunge forward.
First and 10 on the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 18. Look the hot, look the hot.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Oh, right. 18. What's up?
Stroud to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He has really thrown the ball well here this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
18. What's up?
Stroud looking to change the play. They'll try to run for it with Genty.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
All right.
They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Stroud looking to throw.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bowers. Touchdown!
Brock Bowers.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bulls will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He finds his man complete. It's McLeod. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
First down, Buffalo.
Allen going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee, might need to run a play here this close to their goal line. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Their own team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. He's already made his presence felt in this one with his previous touchdown grab, and that's been the story of his season thus far as you take a look at the NFL's current leaders in touchdown receptions. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
On the quick, right?
Play action. Stroud now. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That is just what this defense was hoping for. An interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Into space at the 45. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it scores it a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Looking to put a drive together.
All right. 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Good for Rio.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bulls are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two.
The offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
37-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Romeo Dobbs
From 21 yards away.
And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Dobbs touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Rio offense set to take over. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hold on. 18. Kill. 19 Texas.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. On the arc, Stroud is hit and the ball is loose.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to his defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To the air, Allen. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
It's a gain of
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Romeo Dobbs
With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Bills take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
I just love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Short throw caught by Bowers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll get this out to Genty. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave it with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. Stop.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
18. Buggy. Hey, Uno. Why Tony? Hey, Uno Mars.
And Stroud now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Good.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
18. What's that? Two jet. Switch.
Now Stroud.
There's that man again. It's complete. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
That's another Rio. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Oh, hey. 18. Taxi.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
18. Outside.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Rio, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Oh, ready.
Here's Stroud.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bulls answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills getting set to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Allen going to run with it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the second. Second.
Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Allen from the gun on third down. Allen going to run with it. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Allen. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That's a gain of 3.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he's corralled at the 40, and not before picking up 8. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go. 118. What's that? Good.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Rock to the right, rock to the right. Rock to the right.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Rio. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium.